Hello from Master Manio. I have been enjoying watching everybody on the online classes and also enjoying watching how poorly some of the belts are tied. And I realize that since I can't personally be there to help you tie it, or am I even able to go back far enough on all my videos that I've posted to actually find the video on how to tie your belt, I figured I'd do a new one. We're going to learn how to tie our belt 3 different ways today. You're going to learn how to tie it on yourself, then you're going to learn how to tie it on somebody else, and then you're going to do what I call the black belt tie. All right. Now, I will tell you, if you're not a black belt and you don't understand the black belt tie, don't ask me. I'm not going to tell you. It's just something that I have decided a long time ago, and it's just one of my things. Once you get your black belt, I teach you how to do it. If you are a black belt and you try to figure this out, great. Anybody can tie their belt any of these 3 ways. I just won't tell you how to do the black belt way until you're a black belt. All right. So, first thing, take the belt off. First one's going to be how to tie it on yourself. All right. Standard beginner way, we're going to take our belt, divide it completely in half, making sure we've got our thumb on the halfway point. You're going to take that halfway point, put it right on your belly button, and then wrap around with the right side ending up on top. So my right hand came across on top, like laying them just like this. That one that was in your right hand is going to go underneath both of the belts. If we do this right, you should be able to leave it there. All right. From there, that one that went up and underneath is going to come across here and just flop down. So now you've got a little hole. All right. I got to see if I can turn so you can see it. See that little hole? Reach through and tug. If you do it right, you've got this little C-looking thing right here. Now I'm going to guess, watching it on video, by the time you get done, everybody's going to have it completely backwards just because of the mirror image effect that happens. That's okay. Once I see it later, I will just tell you, start with the other side and finish with the other side. So let's do it one more time. Same one. Beginner concept. Beginner concept, divide the belt in half. Put your thumb on the halfway point right here. Put the middle on your belly button. Right hand owns the one that does all the work. Left hand, it's just holding them together. Right hand's going to come across. I reach through, I pull that one up, and that's good. Now, see how this one automatically just wants to flop? That's its job. The other one crosses it, so it's underneath. It's number 4. Once I do that, and I have it here, I'm going to reach through this hole between the belts and the ties, grab the one that's pointing down, and pull sideways. Don't pull up and down. That really whacks it out, makes it look crazy. All right, so that's idea number 1. I need a helper. So Miss Ellie is going to come over here, and we're going to tie on a belt. All right, so from here, I'm going to have her just kind of stand like this. Just that's perfect. Same concept comes into play. We're going to divide the belt in half. Put that belt, the middle point, right on the belly button, or where we think it is. All right, come through, and this time it should be her right hand that does all the tying. So that means since I'm looking at her, it's my left hand. So it's the one at this time farthest away from the camera. Going to come through all of them. What the most common thing is, they tie this one, and then they forget to do this one. You got to do both of them. So that the one that came from her right side goes underneath both and holds it together. From here, take this across. That one that went underneath both does all the work. Comes down and wraps through. Just like this. All right, again, creates that C. All right, we will do that one more time just so you can take a look at it. And maybe one of the 2 times helps you better. So divide it in half. On the belly, wrap around. This is what it looks like in the back as I'm wrapping. All right. Good. The one on her right side, my left side, wraps around all of them. Comes down and around the other one. All right, to here. And again, pull sideways, not up and down. Creates it this way. And that is the second way. All right. Thank you, Miss Ellie. You may go back to homework. All right, the last way is the black belt way. All right, now on black belts are kind of cool. They have to be done exactly right. You have a side with lines on it. Most of us in our school have one line. A few of us have two, and one of us has three. That's Mr. Donovan. All right, that line is the line that doesn't get used right away. The empty side with my right hand goes in the middle of my back. From here, I start wrapping exactly on top of the belt that's laying there. Don't worry, but I'm just spinning around so you can see exactly what I'm doing. You don't need to spin around while you do that. I say it, somebody will do it. All right, I'm going to reach underneath and I pull out that first part. So that first part that I put right here was just laying there. Now I pull it out. Now this is where I find out how close I am to the right length. I am. If you're off, you just move it a little bit and adjust where your hand is. All right, see how now it's way too short on this side? So I'm going to adjust. I'm going to make sure it's the right length. And again, this one came from my right side. It does all the work. It comes underneath to hold them together. And everything else is exactly the same. That same one that came up, it's going to come down that way, reach through the hole, and pull. All right, one more time with the black belt concept. This time I'm not going to spin in circles. All right, so from here, you put your belt middle of your back, to your back, pinch it together, hold it, make sure it's not falling apart. If it falls apart, it ruins the whole idea. The idea of this tie is that you don't have a buckle in the back like you do most of the time with the other ties. All right, now I'm going to reach underneath and find where that piece was. There it is. Let it come out. Now, if you notice, this one's really short, this one's really long. I need to move my belt until it's right. And when it's on top, underneath, little tug, reach through, tug, and we're beautiful. Good luck. I hope you figure it out. If it still poses a problem, let me know. And you know what I'll do? I'll teach myself how to tie the belt backwards, and maybe that'll help on video. But in the meantime, good luck. Hope to see some beautifully tied belts.